My name is Lynn Taylor, and I'm an actress in the play The Assessment.
Okay, so tell me, what was it like working on The Assessment, being an actor in the play?
Well, the interesting factor for me is that I'm playing somebody very, 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 very different than who I truly am. So it's a wonderful, exciting stretch. And it's going to be kind of a roller coaster ride, too, because of her feisty character. The reason I'm here is that the playwright lives in L.A., the director lives in Maine, and the fellow actor, it's a two-hander that I'm doing the play with, is in Vancouver. So I'm the only one that's local. I'm in New York. So I'm happy to be here. The play is about a woman who is, she's old, she's very old, and she's Jewish, and she's from New York, and she suffers from dementia. But she hasn't lost it yet. She's got a lot to say, and she does know what she's doing when she knows what she's doing. So, therefore, this lawyer she was found coming out of Saks, wandering around, thinking she was in New York City. She's actually in Los Angeles, and a lawyer is assigned to her. And Jim, who wrote the play, truly does this for a living. He is a lawyer, and he based it on a real case of a woman who wrote for a famous comedy TV show and ended up wandering around as a nomad and with no ID, and they picked her up, and then he found out that she had this amazing character. She takes a liking to the lawyer, but also she puts him on his toes. And what really captured my attention in the play is that how she is, as it says in the blurb that Jim wrote about it, is that who is really assessing who. Because she still manages, with her imagination and her humor and her insightful jabs at him, to put him on guard. So it almost, and even her flirtatious ways. So it's very colorful, it's very exciting. It's great to be a part of this production. And I certainly enjoyed, Jim is a great man. I've really enjoyed getting to know him through this process.
What's it been like having access to the program? Although he is not here at the moment, but he will be, right?
Yes. Well, first of all, just the fact that he told me it was based on a real-life person, that right there sets a certain element of truth into the whole thought pattern of how you think about the material, so you know that this could really happen. So, and he told me other stories about what he encountered being an assessment lawyer, going and helping out these people who really have no one to defend themselves, who some of them have a lot of money. So he helped create a lot of empathy for me for the character. I think all actors start with being very empathetic towards their character, and then you dive into understanding who they are and why they say the things they say and do the things they do. So he really opened up a door for me in that regard. Of course, there's going to be more and more exploring because we've just started the process. And I have this wonderful actor friend who I thought would be great for the other role, who happens to be in Vancouver, but he also lives in New York, who's coming in to play the lawyer. And he has just a little twinkle in his eye, Justin Reinsilber, and naturally, and I think it works perfect for this lawyer, because they really do develop a bond, Thelma Dreyer and Justin Shapiro, the two characters in the play. Any other questions?
Is she still alive? And how did you come up with the accent and stuff? Did you get to meet her, or?
No, she's in Los Angeles. Well, I don't know if she's still alive. He's been doing this work for quite a while, so that's a good question. I did not ask him that. He can't reveal any real information about her. In the play, Thelma writes for Sid Caesar, so I don't know what show he can't tell me. I've asked him, and he's, being a good lawyer, he's bound to a certain amount of, I guess it's confidentiality with the client, so he can't reveal that, and I respect that. So, but it's, listen, it's great to know that something is based on fact, but for the actor, your imagination opens up a whole wide world so that you can really go and explore. So you're not limited to just having to, base it on one thing that you know is real. So that's what we're doing. We're exploring, and it's been a wonderful experience to have that.
And one last thing, just the
Yes, yes. Well, it's very interesting that you say that. The reason, when I saw the casting call, and they wanted a woman 70 to 80s, but could be in her 50s, and that she suffers from dementia, but feisty. And my mother, for the last 15 years of her life, she had brain surgery 5 times and lived to tell the tale. And the last 15 years of her life, I saw a lot of this go on with her. And it's funny, she had dementia, but she never lost it. In other words, she never went into, so in other words, it's almost like what Thelma is. She still has her act together, but she knows that she loses it sometimes. So, and that's exactly like my mother never lost her mind. You know, she always knew who I was. She didn't go into complete, like with that Alzheimer's, but she did have these surgeries that caused dementia. And the truth is, I think the play is about learning to empathize with people who suffer from this experience, and knowing that inside them is still a full human being trying to get through with some debility, you know, disabled experience that they're trying to work through. But it really, you get to see their charm and their humanity through it all. Yeah. Thank you.